Hey, what's going on? You're tuned into the Daily Geek right here on SweetGeek.tv. I'm your host, Griffin, and today is December the 16th, 2008, episode 88 of the Daily Geek. And you know what? Let's get to the geek news, starting off with story number 1, which was supposed to be the big announcement for episode 100 giveaway, but you know what? I'm wearing all black today because I had to move it till tomorrow. Now, why did I have to do this? Because the giveaway, there's a lot to it, and we just need one more day of preparation. So please don't hate me, but instead tell all your friends, families, uncles, aunts, grandparents, all your friends, everybody, that they need to be tuned in to the Daily Geek, wherever you're watching this video, tomorrow, because that's when we're going to announce it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. We're doing it tomorrow, come hell or high water. I think that's the saying. Let's move on. Story number 2. Google has fallen off the most trusted companies survey. That's right, they came in at number 10 last year, and they're not even in the top 20 this year. Some tech companies in the top 5, though: Amazon, eBay, IBM, and who's at number 1? American Express, which I think have been the number 1 most trusted company since this survey began 5 years ago. But I could be wrong on that. I think at least 4 years. But very interesting to see Google falling off people's most trusted radar, if you will. Let's move on. Story number 3. Australia okaying serving legal notices via Facebook, which is big news. But you know what? Australia is kind of weird because they've okayed a few other times serving people by email and text message. That is just crazy. I don't think any of this would actually happen in the US, but it's very cool to see Australia being so progressive. Yeah, I think that's the right word for it. Story number 4. Palm has released their software store, since they can't call it an app store or a, application marketplace or whatever. They're calling it the software store, which doesn't just have that ring to it, but they're releasing it with 5,000 applications, of which over 1,000 are free, which is huge. Now, it's not as huge as Apple's iPhone App Store, right? Because there's over 10,000 applications for that. And it's not, but you know what? It is bigger than Google's Android market, which only has around 500 applications. So Palm definitely getting in there. Of course, they're releasing new OS, big announcement for CES we talked about yesterday in January. It's going to be interesting to see exactly where they're going with this. Story number 5, Hasbro, the toy maker, is dropping their lawsuit on the makers of the game formerly known as Scrabulous. Now, this, of course, after they made Facebook take Scrabulous down, had the owners change their name from Scrabulous to Wordscraper, and change their domain from Scrabulous.com to Lexulus.com. Just doesn't have that ring, right? But you know what? Hasbro's game, Scrabble Beta, that's on Facebook, actually has been growing by leaps and bounds, even though it has a 1.3 star out of 5-star rating there on Facebook. However, Wordscraper, of course, like I said previously, was called Scrabulous, which was huge, big, monstrous, right? It was crazy. Well, they are flatlining as far as growth is concerned, because really, Wordscraper, not a very good name, but at any rate, let's move on to the last story of the day. Story number 6, Silicon Alley Insider is calling the PlayStation 3 a sinking ship. That's right. Now, why are they doing this? Because basically growth has not happened. Instead, it has declined 19% compared to last year, which is just crazy, crazy news. But what can they do? What can Sony do to get this sinking ship, if you will, to float again? Well, they're probably going to have to lower their prices, because even though it has a Blu-ray player, which a lot of hardcore geeks, hardcore movie buffs, whatever, very excited about, obviously, the Blu-ray player. But most gamers could give a rat's butt about Blu-ray. They're like, yeah, I like the graphics, but really I just want to shoot a bunch of people and steal cars or something. I don't know. I'm not a huge gamer, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's just a lot of money for a console. That's why, if they do not do this, lots of analysts are predicting that the slaughter is going to continue by the Xbox 360 and, of course, the Wii, which is just a killer. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And there you have it. That is the Geek News for December the 16th, 2008, episode 88 of the Daily Geek on SweetGeek.tv. I'm your host, Griffin Granberg. And you know what? The question of the day, do you trust Google? Now, I've talked a lot about Google and how I not so much trust them. Do you stay logged into your Gmail account or your Google account while you're browsing search results? Are you using the toolbar? I mean, how much do you trust Google? That is the question of the day. I look forward to hearing what you have to say about it. Am I just being paranoid here? I don't know. But I will comment back to every single comment left. And you know what? Big announcement tomorrow. Tell your friends, family, grandparents, aunts, uncles, all of them that they need to be tuned in tomorrow to the Daily Geek. And you know what? Have a fantastic Tuesday. I will catch you right back here for the big announcement tomorrow. See you then.